Hi friends, host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People. And today, I discuss fighting. Pow pow! The core issue of the ENTP fightiness is twofold. On the one hand, it's a matter of parsing correctly. It's a TI thing. I personally get infuriated when people have inadequate TI and despite that persist in disagreeing with me or making claims that they can't substantiate. That's more like argumentativeness than fightiness, really. Real fightiness comes when somebody's victimized somebody else. As an ENTP, I can't stand victimization and I can't stand injustice, persistent injustice. So, what I want more than anything else is to hold people accountable for their bad acts, especially if those bad acts are directed at me, or somebody I love, or somebody who's on my side. I'm a little bit team-oriented in that regard. But I've forsaken the path of violence entirely. And unless I am persistently being attacked and violence is the only way to extricate myself from a situation, I don't plan to ever use it. Number one, it destroys all the good arguments you can make. When I'm engaged in a possible situation where it could escalate to violence or just a powerful disagreement, my job, number one, is to never let it go there, because as soon as it does, it opens up a whole huge line of argumentation for the other side. And it eliminates a whole huge line of argumentation for my side. My goal is to say, you stand there and be accountable for your actions. Don't you fucking coward your way into violence. You answer my fucking questions. You think you're a badass? Answer my fucking questions, bitch. Is a much more powerful approach than any kind of physical violence. I don't need to know I can win a fight with you to know that I'm stronger than you. I'm stronger than you because you can't answer my questions. You won't answer my questions. You're a coward. I will stand here and ask them even as you slap me in the face. And then you're going to have to run away because I'm going to call the fucking cops on you because I didn't do anything. I didn't raise a hand. And yeah, I will call the cops on you. Because you used violence, and I was never going to go there. Now I totally win. Unless you escape. Unless you run away fast enough. And that victory is way more complete. I mean, a criminal charge for assault, it's going to fuck up your life way more than anything I might do, and at no risk to me, except for the violence that you're subjecting me to. Now, if you do subject me to sufficient violence to force me to do something other than just yell at you and ask you questions, well, I do carry a knife. And if worse comes to worse, I'm not above stabbing you. If you're persistent in attacking me physically, despite the fact that I'm not even fighting back, then yeah, I'll stab you in the face, no problem. Right here. Hopefully right there. Right in the eye. Up into the brain. It'll be fine. Up through the bottom of the chin, it'll be fine. Probably would just barely pierce into your nasal cavity, I would guess. Probably you'd still live. Pretty hard to kill someone with a knife in one stab, I think. Now, here's the thing. I'm certainly capable of being overwhelmed by fits of rage, but historically they've never caused me to be any more likely to be violent than anything else, I feel. If I were subjected to persistent violence, then I'm quite confident I would react with violence. But that's why I don't allow anything of the sort to happen ever. Nobody fucks with me who knows better. Right? Like, Nobody who knows me and has experienced being on the wrong side of me fucks with me. So there'd have to be some sort of stranger. And if they're violent with me, it's probably because I'm embarrassing them over and over and over again. Because they can't hang. As if. So yeah, I oppose violence. And all ENTPs are going to have to get to a point where they do because they get older. When you're 60, you're not going to beat up that 25-year-old. Just how the world works.